Hi guys, welcome back, and today I'm going to be showing you how to crochet a cute lemon plushie. Like, this is the one you're going to be making. May not turn out exactly the same. This is my first one I did. And for this tutorial, you're going to need a sewing needle, a crochet hook, a stitch marker, and some scissors. Oh, and some safety knives. So let's jump into the tutorial. Put this to the side. So first things first, you're going to grab your yellow or bright neon colored, I used this color yarn for this. It's Joann's yarn, and it's further going out of business sale. So first we're going to start with a magic ring, also known as a magic circle. For a magic circle, I'm going to be showing you how to do all of the stitches in this tutorial. So first you're going to grab the yarn with your hands and wrap it around, going and making two like things. Now there's the X. Now you're going to take your crochet hook, go under the first one, grab the second one, turn your crochet hook, grab the working yarn, pull through. And that's what a magic circle is. I also have a tutorial on my YouTube channel, so basically the same thing, just telling you. So first you're going to go into this and make 5 single crochet. So let's go into a magic ring, grab the yarn over, pull through. Insert, yarn over, pull through. Go into, insert into the magic ring, yarn over, pull through 2. Insert into the magic ring, yarn over, through the magic ring, yarn over, pull through 2. That's 1, 2, 3. Let me count again. 1, 2, 3, 4. One more. Insert to the magic ring, pull through the magic ring, yarn over, pull through 2. I'm now going to move on to the second round. Now you're going to pull onto your starting tail, and that's the magic ring. Now this is this side of the lemon, and I'm going to poke out the magic ring when we get to around 3 or 4. Let's add in our stitch marker or scrap yarn. Put it into the last stitch or the first stitch of your round. Now go into the next stitch, and we're going to do an increase. So yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2. So in that same stitch, you're going to yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2. Next stitch, yarn over, pull through 2. Now in the next one, yarn over again, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2. Now we have 2 more. Insert, yarn over. So next one, our last one, insert, yarn over, pull through. And then that's our last one. So let's put our stitch marker in the last stitch that we made. And now I'm going to do this a little early and flip over your project. So this is the side of our lemon. And you're gonna kind of poke it out a little bit because I'm making this a little bigger. And so in the next round, we're going to do 1 single crochet, 1 increase. So let's do 1 single crochet and then in the next stitch, and then an increase into the second. So that's 2 single crochets in 1. Now in the next stitch, we do 1 single crochet, 1 increase. Sorry, some trouble. We do that one. I did. And now we do 1 single crochet. And if I'm going too fast for you all, you can put it to playback speed. I believe I put this on the video. Sorry if I didn't. Pretty sure though. 1 single crochet. Now last stitch should be an increase, but if it's not, I don't know for sure. I didn't write down all of the total at the end, so it should be about starting to grow. Here is it. Now in the next, we're going to do 2 single crochet, increase. So 1, 2, increase. 1, 2, increase. darn went by fast. So now let's do it again. 2 and increase. And then we just do 2 single crochets, that 1 and 2. Put your stitch marker in the last stitch that you just made. And now we're going to, for the next 2 rounds, do single crochet. But I'll do 1 round with you. Now to do single crochets in every single stitch around. So that's 3. That's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and our last one. And we're gonna do one more round with that. I'll meet you at the end of round 6. Okay, so here we are at the end of round 6. So let's proceed with round 7. So for round 7, we're going to be doing 1 single crochet, 1 decrease. So a decrease is basically taking 2 stitches and turning them into 1. So let's do 1 single crochet in the next stitch and a decrease. So you can kind of not tell, it's kind of hard to tell with plush yarn, but you can see there's, I'm going to show you with my yarn needle. Okay, so there's 2 loops on each stitch. And this is the back loop and this is the front loop. We're going to be working in the back loop. So we're going to take both of the loops for a decrease. Let me here show you. So we're going to take this back loop and then in the next back loop, yarn over, pull through those, and then yarn over, pull through those. And now next we do 1 single crochet. And now it's time for a decrease. So take the next 2 stitches of the back loops. Pull through those, pull through those. Now 1 single crochet. And next we're gonna take the back loops of the next 2 stitches. Yarn over, pull through those 2. Yarn over, pull through those 2. 1 single crochet. And now here's where I like to stop and kind of add the safety eyes in. You can kind of move them around, but it's hard to kind of put them in. Most people, they use backs, but I kind of lost them all. Not the small ones, but the big ones. The backs for these ones I'm going to be using, I'm not aware of where they are. So these are the eyes I'm going to be using. They're not regular. They're like kind of creepy. That looked weird, sorry. So now I have these 2, and I'm going to try to add them in to this side. Right here. So and then I tend to add them in onto the next 3rd one. Now let's secure them in. So I don't have the backs, but go ahead and add the backs in. But I use a hot glue gun because I use a hot glue gun a lot. So Gouda Tama. So I'm just going to add hot glue into the eyeballs. Make sure they're straight. So it should look like this. And then that one to be friends with this tag, this one. And now let's go finish that round. So we just did a decrease. Now we do 1 single crochet. Don't worry, it doesn't bother me that much. That's our top glue on it. And 1 decrease. So the decrease is on my last. So remove the stitch marker and do the decrease. So we yarn over, pull through those, yarn over, pull through those. And now we're gonna do one round, another 1 single crochet, 1 decrease, but you can stuff your plushie. I'm gonna have to get more stuffing, so I'll edit it all together. So let's do 1 single crochet, 1 decrease. One single crochet, then retake the back loops only. It's kind of hard for mine though, so that's why it's taking a little longer, because Minnie, that was just my dog, because sometimes the hot glue tends to get onto the stitches, so they kind of just go together. So I'm gonna meet you at the end of this round. So I'm gonna do another last pair with you guys. So 1 single crochet and then 1 decrease. It's hard because it's closing up. So do 1 single crochet, and since I only have 1 stitch left, I'm just gonna do a single crochet. And that's the end of round 8. And now we're gonna do for our last round. Okay, so for the next round, we're gonna just do 1 single crochet in every stitch. So I only have a few stitches to go because I started a round earlier. So it's just really hard to do. So just pause the video if you can't do it as fast, because it's hard for me to do it, believe me. And so when you're done with that, your lemon should look like so. And I'm going to take it off and then sew the lemon. So you can put this through and then attach the sewing needles through here. But I already have a sewing needle threaded for it, so I'm not going to do that. So I'm just going to cut a little tail. Now put it through the loop, grab it, and pull it. Now you can remove the stitch marker, tuck in that little tail, and I'm going to add a little more stuffing to make it just a little more, not that spot's not so like you can feel it through. You want it to be nice plushy, so plushies. Now I'm going to take the sewing needle and sew up a little hole right here. Just going to go. I don't even bother to tie because I'm only going to do sewing around 3 times. And now we're almost done with our cute little lemon. So now that we're done with the sewing on that side, I'm just going to cut that and poke it in. There we go. And I'm also going to be sewing on the mouth. So I have another threaded sewing needle I just happened to see. So I kind of like to look at the other lemon to see how it is, so it's not like different smile. So I poke that in, go into the same one. Sometimes it tends to poke it out though, so that's what I don't like about it. But I have to tie this again, so let's do that. And the next side. Oh my god, it turned out even cuter than the other one, I believe. And then I cut it, and then I add a little hot glue on. This is the hard part because I have to get it in without it messing it up. Almost done. Ugh, I hate this part, but I don't want it to be like bad. So it didn't turn out as good as I thought, but it did turn out really cute. But this part's a bit bad. I'm gonna go over that later, but this is how the lemon turned out. Thank you guys. I'll see you next time.